Man, how it do, how it do? This is your boy HT, Howard 702. Let's get tripping like a kid untied shoes. And where I'm at, that is exclusive too. Man, I am down here at Baltimore Comic Con, and I am sitting here with a legend. And when I say legend, folks, we talk about that's what's in the making, but when you grow up with a legend and you see them in person, it's a whole different feeling. And I'm with the amazing Mr. Cal Dodd. And if you don't know, now you know. Man, with great voices like Wolverine, and if I'm not mistaken, Slappy too, man.
Yep.
And how are you doing today?
Excellent. Now I'm better since you finally arrived.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I was going to start looking for the legend you were talking about. When you started talking, I was just going to, I got to go find, where is he? Apparently it's me.
No, and I mean, when I say legend in the make, like, to come from an era, I'm a 90s baby.
Yeah.
And to say in the 90s baby, you show the first, you show us the first our identity. My car I have on Grand Theft Auto to this day is called Wolverine. I have it in the colors of blue and yellow.
Of course.
And not even is that, it's just certain things that resonate and that stays with you throughout the childhood. And now you can grow. I'm in my 30s now, and I still get the same feeling when I hear your voice, like, oh man, he's really a legend in us. You are a legend to our God. Man,
Well,
so I
thank
just
you.
get down to the nitty gritty. I see you here at Baltimore Comic Con. I see you as a great legend with voice acting. What drove you into being a voice actor?
Well, I fell into it by mistake because I was a singer, the top jingle singer, commercials and stuff in Toronto, Canada.
Not the barbershop quartet, huh? You just doing the...
Commercials,
Oh, okay.
2 scoops of raisins in a package of Kellogg's Raisin Bran, those kind of things. They're called jingles, commercials that have a song associated with them. Beer, all kinds of stuff. And they just called me one day and asked me in '92 to see if I'd be interested in doing a cartoon. And I went, cartoon? Well, sure, what do I have to sing? And they said, oh no, you're not singing, bub. No, you won't be singing. So I went to the audition, and like I said, I'd never done any other voice other than singing. And I just went to the audition and lucked out and got it.
Man, and that's amazing to hear what it because like how you said, you come from a singing indention, and then now you're going into an animated format. How did the raps come about? I mean, is that just something you just fell into, like with finding the character? The raps, the raspiness. Like again, when you listen to Wolverine, he has like a cute dialect. I see.
Yeah.
And, like, did you just fall into that
the
too?
reason that they call it is because when I was doing commercials, I would impersonate Joe Cocker. I toured with Joe Cocker actually. With his,
Wow.
Toured Canada with Joe Cocker. We had a band called Deja Vu, and everything that I did involved singing. What was the question again?
No, I was actually going to say to find that dialect that how you have with
Oh yeah,
Wolverine,
yeah.
you said with Joe
So I
Cocker.
did. I studied as part of the singing jingles and stuff. I studied other singers, and growing up, I was always impersonating Ray Charles. The raspy voice guys, Joe Cocker, Michael McDonald. Tom Waits, who's the raspiest. He's Tom Waits is a very cool dude. So they figured like if he can do that singing, then he must be able to put some gravel into like, the Wolverine thing. So I did. And the first line that I read for my audition for Wolverine was, and I didn't know who he was. I had no idea who the X-Men were, and none of us did. It was all the original from '92 to '97 were all Canadian voiceover people.
Wow.
None of us knew who the X-Men were. So I walked in the audition, they showed me a picture, and they said, what's this? And they said, that's Wolverine, that's who you're auditioning for. He said, who is he? What's going on? And they just went, oh, who called this dude in? So the first line I read, I said, there's a line here, and I don't know, he doesn't like this person. They said, oh, that's Sabretooth. And I went, Sabretooth, and I'm Wolverine. Is this an animal cartoon?
Like the two oppositions
So the
already?
first line I read was, and it just came out of me, they said, are you ready to read? And I said, sure. And it was this line. All right, you egg-sucking piece of gutter trash. You always like pushing around people shorter than you. Well, I'm shorter. Try pushing me. And they all just went, wow, okay.
Like Goosebumps just now. Like,
and they phoned me the next morning. They said, that's good. And I read for about another 10, 15 minutes. And then they said, okay, we'll be in touch. And that usually means they'll never see them again. So anyway, they called me the next morning and they said, we would love for you to be our Wolverine. And I said, I would love to be your Wolverine, whoever and whatever he is.
And now we're sitting here today with that, and that's what I mean about, I call that like full circle moments, because like you said, you didn't know what situation that you was going into, but you still gave your all with that, still stayed your true authentic self with it, and the output from it is such amazing, because
I love
staying
it.
true to yourself, you see like the outpour, and that brings me to one of my questions with you. I'm saying you're chasing this format, you're chasing this goal. Did you know that this was going to be such a profound movement at the time?
No, we didn't know until about season 3 or 4 that, wow, this is huge. This, none of us, but so.
I mean, when y'all was up
I
there
just
against
love,
ratings.
this is what I love. I love doing the cons because I love meeting the fans, and they are so sincere, honest, and wonderful. I just can't, I would sit all day and do this just to meet them, because they're just, like I said, so loving and thankful.
Man.
And we're thankful for them, because, with no audience, no show, Bob.
And since you've been like in the Montclair of being Wolverine, I just have to ask this to say, with the live action format, what is your view of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine? Does he pass to the mantle, or?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we met him. I met him before he did his first role in 2000, and he was told to listen to my voice, to keep that in mind, because that was the only voice people had heard of Wolverine was mine. And so they said, you just might want to think about trying to do something like that. Well, he didn't, but he came in, and the two of us were introduced, and he introduced him to me, and me to him, and I said, congratulations, Hugh. On this is a wonderful coup for you, and it should be the very first Wolverine, my live action, my character. Then he said, "Thank you very much, Mike, but I'm sick and tired of listening to your voice."
Because you gotta have it go in, and that's amazing here. And I say, before I even leave, because I know you're a busy man, as being under Montclair of Wolverine, and not even just that, we have you as Slappy from Goosebumps. Yes, folks, if you don't know, yes, man, RL Sound Vibes. This man is all around. But not even just that, I'm seeing with this, as being a voice actor, do you have a favorite quote that you made yourself as this character? Or do you have like a top favorite line that you put out there?
For what? For which?
For any character. That's which one sticks out to you the most profound?
Well, there's always, Wolverine has so many lines, it's ridiculous. I can sit here all day doing Wolverine lines, because they're all fantastic. And one that people don't even think about is he was looking in at the, what do you call it, the fire hall, in the series. And there's a bunch, like 25 guys with judges' wigs on and red jacket, white pants, and they look weird, and they're doing weird things, and they have nunchucks. Yeah. And Wolverine's looking through the door at them, and he's all by himself, and he just says, "Where do these guys do their shopping? Somebody wake me up in this nightmare, because I gotta be dreaming." Just those kind of lines, I love them. So.
And I love it. I mean, because it keeps still a sense of familiar. I mean, for being familiar, and then not even as that, still having your own dialogue with it. And I thank you for what you do with that, because again, I'm able to now watch this with my kids. I catch my son going around, and sometimes he gets mad at me. "Hey, bub," and I'm like, "Hold on, like what? Like I'm not bub, I'm your daddy." But I thank you so much for what you do on this platform. And I thank you for being who you are.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Okay, man.
This is your boy TheHoward702. Let's get you like a kid untie shoes. Thank y'all for rocking with me, because I rock with you. Let's go.